in there. Now you know. Happy sewing.
Hey everyone, welcome.
Hey.
It's
How
a Monday.
About the Seahawks?
Oh yes, I'm thinking of you, Heidi, and all of our friends out there who are huge Seahawks fans. Congrats.
And if you're not a Seahawks fan, how about those Olympics?
Oh my
Watched
goodness.
figure skating all day yesterday, so fun.
Incredible, absolutely. Hey, we're so excited that, you've got the Olympics, you've got the Super Bowl, but you also have Three Things Live.
Right.
And we're really glad you're here. So welcome, let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to Three Things Live. I'm Kris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I'm so excited for a brand new week here at Three Things Live. I don't know about you, I always get giddy during the weekend. I think, ooh, we've got a new one coming up, and every day I think, I cannot wait to be able to talk about this subject or to be able to share this project. And we have a great lineup for you all this week, starting today, and I've got my friends Cheri and Allison with me to do just that. Hello, ladies.
I know, we were laughing. Somebody said in the comments that we're twinning. Cheri didn't get the memo.
I said, but together we look like Halloween.
Right.
So I don't know what
our project
season it
has
is.
nothing to do with Halloween.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, can we just think for a moment about how amazing the Olympic opening ceremonies was?
Right.
Did you love that as much as I did?
Beautiful.
It was so beautiful. I had chills running up and down.
What was your favorite part?
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think what my
well,
favorite.
you think.
Okay,
I
you tell me.
loved when Andrea Bocelli.
Oh, well,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, come on.
Did that
Yeah.
goosebump you?
The chills
brought
all
you to
over.
tears.
Yeah,
That was
the little
absolutely
girl,
stunning.
looking up to a mentor in the astronaut, the female astronaut. I absolutely loved that. I thought the music, the dancing, all of it was incredible. The 5 rings coming together.
Right.
I don't know, Cheri?
Even the lighting of the cauldron I thought was
Yes,
really cool. So I'm
yes.
like, it was all there.
And
It checked all the
beautiful
boxes.
cauldrons.
It checked
this year.
all the boxes, absolutely. Well, too much fun. Yeah, a lot of you were probably thinking, okay, should I, watch the Olympics? Should I watch the Super Bowl? Some of you may have done both. So maybe it brings me to another interesting question of, would you rather? Would you rather? But this time, we're doing it sewing style. Ladies, we're gonna go.
I always hate these because usually I have really gross things. So.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna ask you, would you rather eat, a can of lard or a thing of steak?
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna ask anything like that.
Okay.
But we thought it might be kind of fun today to start off theme number 1 with a little smile brought to you. And I want to find out, would you rather do this or that? And you tell us tell us your answer in the comments, okay? Tell us your answer in the comments of what would you rather, and I'm gonna ask my friends here the same thing as well. Are you guys ready for this?
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, would you rather have perfect points on every block or have perfectly flat seams on every block?
Wow.
Perfect points
I know this one.
or perfect seams?
I
Flat
would rather
seams.
not do either.
Yeah, not either.
No, it just means it just happens, right?
Right?
Oh, yeah, just magically?
Just magically.
Is that how it
yeah.
works? Okay, let's see. What are you
we
guys
have the
saying?
magic.
Yeah, we have the magic.
We have the magic.
I personally, I think I would want perfect points.
Me too.
Because
Yeah.
that's what's going to show.
Me too.
Yes.
What do you guys
And
think?
those seams will quilt out.
There you go.
And the first time you wash it.
Well, a lot of you are saying perfect points. Yeah,
Yes.
you're kind of right with us on that.
There's a couple flat seams.
Brenda says perfect points with a lot of exclamation points.
Yes.
So that means that's like really
She's perfectly
intense.
pointing out.
Yes,
She wants perfectly
there you
points.
go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of you you are saying perfect flat seams too, which is kind of interesting.
I wonder if that means
They
that
don't
you
have to press it.
really mastered those perfect points.
Oh, maybe so. That is true. That's a good point. Okay, next question of would you rather. Let's take a look. Would you rather have your iron missing forever or your seam ripper is missing forever? That's an easy one.
That's
an easy one for me too.
Okay, let's give everyone just a second to think about. Would you rather miss your iron or your seam ripper? Okay, what's your thought?
My seam ripper is already missing forever.
Mine too, because this is how I seam rip.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
I can
you've
rip
seen
those
me do
things
that
out without a
before,
seam
right?
ripper. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Let's see. A lot of you are saying seam ripper.
But does it mean that I don't have to iron and it just works? Because if that's the case, then I kind of would rather have my iron missing.
Oh,
I don't know.
I get
My
great
iron,
satisfaction in
everything has
ironing.
to be really nice, flat.
But if that just happened, if it's magic again,
What universe are you talking,
I
Cheri?
don't know, but I really want to tap into it because
I think she lives in the universe of make-believe.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
in
you
my
are saying seam
neighborhood.
ripper. And I say seam ripper too, because you could take a little pair of scissors and snip, snip, and it, right? There you go. Okay, interesting. All right, next one. Would you rather have your bobbin run out every 5 minutes? Oh my gosh. Or your needle break once per project?
I feel like my bobbin runs out every 3 minutes. I know the answer.
I know my answer on this one too.
Um,
What's your guys' answer? You guys have to type really, really fast.
Okay, let's see what they're saying. Brenda said that she would be lost without her Keith Ripper. I love that. Okay, a lot of you are saying the needle breaking.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. What
It's
about
so
you?
scary.
I don't want my needle to break.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
I hate
But it's
that
only
sound.
once per project.
Once per project, and every 5 minutes have the bobbin?
Every 3 minutes.
Or 3 minutes? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness! What
But
did
if
I
I
put
was
in there?
always waiting, like, oh, when's that needle gonna break? I think, I
that
hate
could
that
drive
sound.
you crazy too, huh?
And I recently just did both on the serger at once.
oh,
And so that was really a terrible,
Oh, that's
like,
scary.
yeah,
So-
that would be pretty rough. Yeah, because it does freak me out every
It freaks
single
me
time.
out every time
Yeah.
too. And I
then
hate getting
do
all
you-
the part out of the box.
Do you hurry and close your eyes, like
Yes.
because I'm afraid like something's going
Something's
to
gonna,
come and
like,
poke me in the
yeah.
eye, right? Oh yeah. All right, you guys. Let's see. Linda said her bobbin runs it. It scares her when a needle breaks. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of you are half and half on that one. All right. Let's see what the next one is. Let's go with. Okay. Only solids forever or only prints forever?
Oh.
Would you rather have prints or solids forever? Forever.
Ah.
That's a tough one.
That is. Like, never any of the other.
Never any of the other. Ever. Only solids, only prints. All right. Okay, Heidi says prints, Cindy says prints, Alice prints. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Solids for Yvonne.
I think I'd say solids.
Solids for Barbara. You
I
would say
would say
solids
solids.
forever.
That's kind of
What
where I
would you
was at,
do?
because I'm like, if there's just so many things that like don't, like you can't do them with a print. I don't know.
Really?
What do you say, boss?
Boy, you know what? That's a tough one for me too. I love prints because they
I love
it
ginghams
adds
and
such
dots and stripes and all
variety.
the things. Yeah.
But then if you
But
don't
they-
have a solid to go with it, it's really overwhelming
lot.
for the
Yes.
eye, right?
And how much would you learn to do to add that decorative flair on your machine if you only had prints?
That's true. So interesting questions. Things that make you go, All right, we've got one more. How about never press seams again or never use clips and pins again?
Oh, this one's easy for me.
That's an easy one for me too.
Me too.
Okay, so
I wonder if we're all the same,
would
though.
you never press a seam again, ever, or would you never use a pin or clip, ever?
I'd never press.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would never use a pin again.
Really?
Yep.
I would
I would never use a pin again because I
Yeah.
don't use pins that often.
I don't use them
And
that often either.
so
There's always hot glue.
There, that is true. That's true. Let's see. Never press, never pin. Kathy is saying never press.
But
Never use
this is
pins
my
anyway.
This is my imaginary world. I already don't have to press.
That's right. Yes, that is the
Cheri.
alternate universe that Cheri is living in. All
Yes,
right.
all right.
Okay, pins and clips, Dawn is saying. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things that, we're really glad that we don't have to choose. Do you have something, Cheri?
Yeah, you guys won an award.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay, this is something I didn't know you were bringing out. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
We just won the perfect bite-sized man.
Wow, thanks, Cheri. Is this our
Cheri.
Valentine?
He's sweet and rich.
I like that. Yes. Okay. Wow, that's
I saw
awesome,
those
Cheri.
when I was
That is so
grocery
cute.
shopping.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh,
laughed
that
and
is
laughed and
hilarious.
laughed.
Thanks, Cheri.
I appreciate the sentiment. Thank
Yes.
you. Okay, would you rather have this or would you rather have
Flowers or
the
chocolate?
flowers
Oh,
or chocolate?
chocolate every day,
All day long.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks, Cheri.
Okay, thank you, Cheri. Happy
Oh my gosh,
Valentine's
that's so fun.
to you before we
Yeah.
see you, right? Again. Okay, guys. How about, here's my final would you rather, and it's going to take us right into theme number 2. Would you rather applique or would you rather piece?
I know this 1,000 times.
Would you rather applique or would you rather piece? Well, guess what? The good news is today you get to do both. You don't have to choose because we have the perfect project you're going to absolutely love making for the springtime. It's perfect in every way. It's going to look adorable on your front porch or on a couch. It's our brand new 24-inch pillow, and on this one, you get to have both. The both of the best worlds. Best of the both worlds. What am I saying? Steve, I'm sure that's going to be a blooper. All right, we'll be back right after this, and you'll see exactly how it's put together.
Oh, you're so nice.
Take your glove.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Remember, 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
Give it a try. See if you like it.
Let's go.
This is a really, really fun project. The first thing that you're going to notice is it's all 1.5-inch squares.
Oh boy.
Just because a pattern tells you something does not mean the pattern will show up at your house.
Are you sure? Good
What
idea.
if you wanted 2.5-inch squares?
You could.
You could double the size. So
Yeah.
I'm going to make a nice, clean, neat edge.
It's like it has that little extended opening.
Nothing
cutter end.
moves. So now I'm going to do a 2-inch strip here. And then I'm going to use some math skills. I'm going to go to 4. I'm going to leave this just like it is.
All right.
I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to just cut my 2-inch squares. So instead of taking and then readjusting,
all that,
making sure it's right,
Yeah.
and then I'm just going to go to my 2 inches, my 4 inches, and the nice part about this is it's so exact.
Wow.
Perfect 2-inch
That was
squares.
so simple.
Yes. Welcome to 3 Things Live. I'm Allison.
And I'm Cheri.
And we're here doing the best of the both worlds. Thanks, Kris. I said if this is any indication how thing number 2, something to learn, is going to go, we are all in trouble. So
No, we got it.
yeah, we got it. Because I have to show you the cutest project that came out of our samples.
I'm loving this.
Are you ready?
I am.
This is called
Good.
the Cottage Quilt Garden pillow, and it's 24 inches. And don't you just want to put this on your couch, on your porch, on your bed, anywhere that you just need a big pillow?
That That would be darling on my porch.
And not only this, look how fun and easy this
is.
is. So it's kind of back to the basics day.
It is.
So this is our project for today. We absolutely love this. Has a little bit of, it's a little bit applique, a little bit rock and roll. All right, yes. So everybody's saying they would rather piece, applique. I mean, they enjoy both, but this is so fun because you get a little bit of all of your basics.
It is and it's a big quick finish because
Yes.
of the size of the block. So
Yes.
I am loving this.
I know, Judy put this together for us. I love this so much. I did it in an 18-inch size, in a 20-inch size, in a 24-inch size. These are all around my house because it's
They're
so fun.
cute. Yeah.
All right.
Did you change the colors up or did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of
so-
want to see now. 'Cause
Okay, maybe
I can picture
maybe I'll
that
bring
in a
them
lot
on
of colors.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. Because I have some that are blues and pinks.
Oh.
Then I did some more traditional, like my living room, that are like a dark green and an orange. So,
I'm loving that.
but yes, so fun. So when we looked at this today and we're like, well, how are we going to demo this? Because they're so easy.
They are so easy.
We decided to do a couple of things. So the very first thing is I wanted to just go over the flip and fold method because these inner stars have the little flip and fold, and
Okay.
then I'm going to go over flying geese with a really helpful tool and a way to do them so fast. So that's what we're going to do
Awesome.
today. All right, so the first thing is when you say flip and fold, what's your hardest part, Cheri?
I think for a long time it was just just understanding what I was doing.
Okay.
Because I would probably mess it up and it wasn't big enough.
Okay.
So that's it.
Or
Yeah.
getting a really good square
Yeah.
with the flip and fold. So
Yeah.
we're just going to go through just a few short things. So I've cut my blocks right here. And I'm just going to draw a line right down the center. And this is one of those where you sew on the line.
Okay.
So we're going to sew on the line. Our next with the flying geese, we're going to sew 1/4 inch away from the line. Okay, so I am going to just draw this. Now, I know we've gone over this a lot of times, but Cheri, I think the best thing to do is just to remember, if you lay this on your corner right here, when you go to your machine, which I'm going to hand this off, just go to a titch.
Titch.
Titch means, so the official definition of titch is 1 to 2 threads above the line. Okay? So you're going to do that on there. So while she's sewing that, I'm going to draw my line on the other side. Now, these are a little bit bigger squares.
I have a
here.
question first.
Okay.
Is it 1 to 2 threads above the line?
Yes.
This way or this way?
To the outside of the line.
Okay.
And the reason that we're going to do that is the fold, when you flip that and fold it, it takes up just a little bit of room. If you go to the inside of your block, then it seems like it's a little bit short.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to draw these lines on here. And Cheri's gonna titch,
There we
titch
go.
sew that line right up above. Now, if you have, we're sewing right now on the Stellar 2. If you have a laser beam, then
not
the
sewing
laser
anything
guide, you
yet.
can do that. Oh
came
no, Kris
unthreaded.
jinxed it. Came unthreaded, that always happens. So here's a little tip for you. If that is always happening, if you start with your needle down, then it does not do it.
Then you just have to get it in the right spot.
Yep, right spot. All right, so here she goes. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, so she's sewing that along there. And I am going to have her hand that off to me. I know that was a little bit of quiet space. Okay, so then when we come up, sew that a little titch. Do you see how we have just like that little tiny bit? I mean, you'll catch that in your 1/4 inch fold, but I'm gonna have you try to go a titch more up there on the other side. Now, also when you're doing a flip and fold, it's really great to do it this corner then this corner, and then go. So we're going to actually have you sew just a titch more. And this is kind of one of those trial and error things that when you're doing those flip and fold, you might want to just sew one practice piece just to see how your needle's set up, how your machine is set up, and what you determine a titch is. Like I said, not a big deal, nothing to stress over. You'll catch that in the 1/4 inch seam. But if you want that perfect square, then those are my hints. All right, she's almost got this done. So what does your titch look like? One thread, 2 threads, 3 threads?
This one's more like 2.
2. No, okay.
I think.
All right, so let's
see how we did.
Let's see how this is. Cheri, it's perfect.
There we go.
Okay, and you want to know how I know it's perfect? Because if you bring it over to this other side, there isn't a ton to trim off of here. Now, if you had a little bit of an edge, I would use this as a guide right here. So we'll just use this as a guide and just trim that little edge off of both sides, because then you have that perfect square. Now, once you have that done, we don't want the bulk in here.
Yep.
So then we're going to fold this back, lay your ruler right here, and take a 1/4 inch from your sewn line, a 1/4 inch from your sewn line here, and
There it
then
is.
there it is. Then we would add the other 2.
All
Perfect. All right. So the next one is really fun. Have you guys ever used the Flying Geese, the Ultimate Flying Geese Ruler by Creative Grids? Have you used one?
I have used this one.
Okay.
And it is one of my favorite flying geese tools.
Okay, lots of your patterns, and especially this one, is written just to do a flying geese. And you usually do a flying geese by cutting your rectangle segment, then laying your there. What I like about this is this flying geese gives you a little bit of a cheat. So do you see right here? It gives you finish sizes of really great flying geese sizes that are pretty standard in the industry. Now this makes a 4 at a time flying geese, and with the 2 blocks on this pillow, let me show it again. With the 2 blocks on this pillow, you can see there's 2 sets of flying geese.
Yeah.
So the first one we're gonna take, and we're gonna do the biggest just because it's easiest. If I want a finish size of 4 by 8 on my flying geese, then I would cut 1 background of 9 3/4, and then I would cut 4 5 1/4 inch squares. Now you think about that is a big, huge savings on fabric. Because don't you hate when you have a gorgeous fabric and then you're cutting off half of it and throwing it in the garbage because it's that?
Well, and also how fast this goes together.
Right, right. So the next thing that you do is you cut your 4 inches, draw a line right down the center, and then you're gonna sew a 1/4 inch across on one side and a 1/4 inch on the other side of these 2. And I should have sewn those in darker fabric, but you know, I had white in there. And then, then we're going to cut right down on your sewn line. So that is just a little bit different than sewing on your sewn line. Okay. Oh, I didn't press hard enough. Don't you hate that too?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so then what we'll do is we're gonna fold this out and it makes a little heart.
And this is the part where I always get confused.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I did it wrong.
I know.
It doesn't look like a flying geese.
It doesn't look like a flying goose. All right, just remember your wings and your background. So then we will take, and we have 2 segments right here, right? We're gonna take and we're gonna lay this next one. This got wrinkled in my bag. So maybe this one's a little flatter. We're gonna take and we're gonna lay this one right on the corner. Cheri, I'm gonna hand this off to you.
All
You're
right.
gonna sew 1/4 inch down one side,
So how do you set it
1/4
up to
inch
sew
down
the
the
1/4
other.
inch?
Well, I sew on a Baby Lock Gradients, or on this one. I really like to use my J presser foot. I like to change it to the quilting, the Q2 for a couple of different reasons. It sews your stitch lines just a little bit tighter, which your long armor loves when you do that, because have you ever had your seams come apart just a little bit? But also because then I can use the edge of my J presser foot.
Yeah.
And you know, there's lots of different reasons. Let's go over a couple of them while Cheri sews those sides down. So you know, we went through last week. Was it last week that we went through, and you can actually use the diagonal seam tape to do a 1/4 of an inch seam. There is a yellow, let me show you this yellow seam guide that you can set your machine to a 1/4 of an inch, and it has these fun little holes right here in here, so that this will tell you what a 1/4 an inch, what a 1/2 inch, and you actually can get a perfect measurement. Some of you have the laser beams on your machines. It's just one of those things. There are many different types of feet that you put on your machines, and you can get a 1/4 an inch or a perfect 1/4 of an inch. So yeah, tell us in the comments what you like to use, but that's my way. Okay, you ready? She's got me sewn right here. I'm gonna cut right down the center line, and magically I have 2 flying geese. I think we need a new blade here, because I think there's a little tiny
Little nick
Nick
in
in
there
there.
or something, yep.
All right, so now I have this 1/4 inch flying geese. Okay, what's the next worst part about flying geese?
Making sure they're trimmed square.
Because look, I've got a wonky side right here, and I've got these little dog ears. That's where I love this ruler. Okay, so on this ruler, you actually have 2 sides. You have a trim 1 and a trim 2. I also love creative grids, because if you ever put it away for a few times and you're like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, you can just use
Yeah,
that little.
Scan that and get
Yep.
a little tutorial.
Okay, so depending on your size and depending on the size you use down here, you've got A through H. We did an H ruler, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just lay this H right here, and I'm gonna use this H marking that comes up and down right on my flying geese. Now remember, this is fabric, not cement. We can manipulate it just a little bit so that we get that perfect. Okay, so then I'm gonna trim along the side and along the top. That's my trim 1.
That's trim 1.
Yep, that's my trim 1. Now look, I've got a perfect 1/4 of an inch, so I should not lose my point right there if I use this ruler, because don't you also hate when you are sewing and you lose your point?
Yes.
Okay, so now we turn this upside down and we turn to trim 2. So you'll see there's a line here, comes all the way across here. So now I'm gonna lay this right exactly. Be sure to manipulate your fabric just a little bit so that you
Well,
get that
sometimes
right
you
on
just
that
haven't-
line.
It's not that it's not squared. You just haven't set it down, and there's a little
Right.
bit of a.
Right, now do you see how much excess I have here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to trim 2, and voila. Perfect flying geese with a perfect 1/4 of an inch right along here, and I should be able to just lay that right on the top of my
love
square.
that. I love that they're
Tools,
so
it's all about
big.
tools. Tools in the kitchen, tools in there. So that is what I wanted to show you. We do have these flying geese rulers, and we have a really great project that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So if you want to pick one up now, you'll be ready to go. But it's all about the tools you have in your sewing room and knowing how to use them. All right. Well, we have another great tool, Cheri. So
We do.
We'll be back in just a minute.
We're gonna show you how to do these cute tumblers. They're so simple and they look like they were store-bought. First thing is, you want to get a blank tumbler. You print out the file. All I did was I cut it out right on the lines. You wanna have heat-resistant tape. Pull this, I'm pulling it up to the top because I don't want to have any white showing at the top. And then I bring my other piece over. I want to put this as tight as possible. And now I'm going to go all the way down. But you're just taping all around this edge. I'm going to now go like this, just to get it nice and sealed.
okay.
Let's now do the bottom. And
Oh, you gotta do the bottom too?
yeah. Okay, guys, this
Why
is
do
the
you have a
tumbler
glove
press.
on?
I have a glove because it's going to get really hot. I'm going to put this right in here. That's it, and you're done. Now this is very, very hot.
Wow.
Ah! How cute!
Oh, you're so nice.
Take your glove.
Oh, okay.
It was another great week on 3 Things Live, where all that was old became new again.
Are you thrifting?
Yeah, it's so fun.
We discovered some really great ways to update old clothing using the shell stitch.
Dainty scalloped edge.
Did you know that heirloom stitching is making a comeback?
It is. So we looked at some examples our friends sent in, and we learned how to make our own open loop stitches.
Then we made something for Valentine's Day decorations using some buttons you might already have.
So fun to go through them. So catch up on all of this and so much more by clicking on the links below, or watch us live on Facebook and YouTube at 1 p.m. Mountain or 3 p.m. Eastern.
Remember, 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover. Let's go.
Give it a try. See if you like it.
Actually, we are.
All right, welcome back everyone to Three Things Live. I really enjoyed that demo. You know, it's nice to especially be able to see how to do the ruler. If we've done it before, it's a great refresher. If we've never done flying geese before, that is a fantastic ruler.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I've said before, it's all about the tools you have
Yeah.
at your disposal in the kitchen, in the sewing room, you know.
And what do they call it again?
The ultimate flying geese
Oh,
ruler.
well, there you go. It's the ultimate. So
Yeah, it's
it
a
doesn't
little
get any
confusing
better.
if somebody doesn't demo it for you because you're
Right.
like, 2 sides, what? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
No,
I mean, we're so
I
used
love
to
that.
the Tucker, you know.
Yeah, I love that,
Trimmer.
the Tucker trimmer, which is also a great ruler for that too. I was also going to mention, I noticed in the comments when we were talking about would you rather, there was a very interesting comment when we were talking about solids and prints, and that was from Kelly. She had said something, and I'm not going to do it justice, but it was great. She said something to the effect of she would rather have prints because some prints you can make it look like a solid where you've never been able to make a solid into a print.
That's
I thought that
true.
was an interesting
Yep.
viewpoint. So you guys
Yes.
have given us lots to think about for sure. All
Let's
right.
just hope we never live in a world where we don't A, have choices, and B, have
It's nice to have
choose.
choices, absolutely. All right, well, Cheri, one of the things we often get asked about is when we're making pillows, I want to be able to put a zipper into the pillow
Right.
back,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We get that a lot, because a lot of times we'll do the envelope pillow method, but sometimes that presents issues.
Well, or sometimes your friends call you out because you have a plumber crack pillow.
Yep, just saying.
Just
Yep.
saying.
Just saying, if you know, you know. And so zippers don't have to be intimidating.
They don't,
Right.
and there's a lot of different things you can do with them, and there are even some tools there that will
Yeah.
help. And so I brought a little sample of what I mean. Look, it's like a little baby plumber crack. here.
Plumber's crack.
It looks
right
like
there.
a mouth.
Hello.
And this is what happens when you do an envelope style and you don't overlap it enough. Is
Yes.
it the end of the world?
No.
Only when your friends call you out.
Yeah.
I know. But also, don't you hate sometimes when you have the envelope and you're stuffing and stuffing and stuffing and you hear that little rip?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
We've all been
Yeah,
there.
we have all been there. So this is the mama of that baby crack there. So on this one,
Oh, look
we
at
decided
that.
to do the hidden zipper,
Yeah.
which if you look in here, it's got a zipper. Now, if you get enough fabric to do an envelope style back, you can do this.
Yes, you have plenty.
Yeah.
You have plenty of fabric because you don't have all of the overlap. And so we're going to show you just a little bit how to do that. And we do have a technique sheet that is up today on this
Yay.
because not all of your pillows are the same size.
That's
So
true.
you're going to have to do just a teeny bit of math,
Okay.
but it's not hard.
Okay.
Okay.
And you've outlined it for
Yes,
us,
we
right?
have.
So
Yep.
they can find it on our website.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
Fantastic.
if I was doing my pillow back, I have here, and I have an 18-inch pillow. Okay, I'm going to cut it the same width, but my length will be the 1.5 inches more.
Okay.
That's all your math.
Okay. Well,
Oh, an inch and a half. Okay, piece of cake. I got
we
it.
can handle that. Yeah.
Okay, and we're just going to look really quickly at this other thing that we talk about in this thing is doing a zipper tab. And the only reason I do that is because some people are like, well, I don't have a zipper, like an 18-inch zipper may not actually go to the edge of my pillow.
True.
And so how do I do it? First of all, always buy long zippers. The longer you can cut
Yeah.
that off.
Very good
Right.
point.
Buy the longest zipper you can all the time.
Yep.
So, but if you are looking at that and you're like, hey, it's not going to go to the end, what you have is you will just do a zipper tab, and you can do a single zipper tab on this where you just would place it on your zipper like this. You would sew a 1/4 inch, you flip it over, and then you top stitch.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, that is
That's it.
easy enough.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, yeah, I
is
can,
it.
yeah, I got it.
So,
Okay.
And that's outlined there. So it starts over the zipper, 1/4 inch, flip, top stitch.
And then trim it to the
Yep.
size.
And then you just
Oh
trim
my
it. You'll trim it. And I left these
gosh,
long just so
yes.
that you could see
Well,
that the
I
zipper
think a zipper
tabs within
tab
there.
looks nice, and especially on a hidden zipper, sometimes when you have that little bit of bulk right here,
Yes.
that little flappy thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Comes up.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
So it does that too. So sometimes even if your zipper's long enough, you may choose to add that zipper tab.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I've already installed this side of the zipper,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just because it's kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I wanted to show you. So this is if I want to add that cover over it.
Okay.
So this is what this would look
Now,
like.
you don't have to.
You don't have to. You can't. This is the optional.
Okay.
And so if I was going to do that,
But I love how you've chosen a different fabric, and I
Right.
like
I
that.
mean, it just
highlights
gives
it.
the back.
And you can
so
do
it's
it-
as pretty as the front.
yeah, and you can either make it different or you can keep it the same,
sure.
and that's fine too.
Yeah.
But I like to sew this down. So that's the first thing I like to do because then I'm not dealing with pins. I'm not dealing
Okay,
with it
when you say
shifting.
sew this down, you're just sewing this across. Okay.
So this
you're
is
lining
just
it
yes,
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just the flange is just sewn down to my back fabric.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
So this is when you're talking about tools. What do we have on here?
Oh,
Zipper
double-sided zipper tape.
Yep. Okay.
Gotta
so
love that.
Yes.
it's on there. We're gonna see if we can get it to start here. And this is kind of nice because when you are auditioning it, this gives you a chance to do it without
Because
You
you
can
gave up.
move it.
Because you gave up Jack the Ripper.
yes, because we gave it Jack the Ripper. I thought I had this started. Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Let me see if I can try.
You
I don't
start
have
that
those
one,
pretty
and I'll
nails.
start this one. See if we can get
Alright.
it started.
I do love a zipper in my
There we go.
pillows.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep. Okay, so we just take that off, and now it's like a piece of tape there. Okay.
Okay.
And
Very
I
helpful.
always like to audition my zippers here. This is how I want it to line up. So now I just have to flip this
Yes.
and line this up.
That is so helpful.
And if you didn't have zipper tape, you could use a glue stick.
stick.
Yep. You can use pins. You can use clips. It just makes it a
You can
little
just
bit
eyeball
easier.
it if you're Allison Hoth.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and so at this point, I would have my zipper foot installed, and I would just sew along the length. That's
Okay.
all I have to do.
Easy.
I will say that I just had a friend who was sewing it, and they said, this was a problem for me, because they didn't know that they are in control of the zipper.
You can move
and
that
you can
pole.
move this, and I'm going to move it all the way out of the way. I'm going to sew, and when my needle is down and I'm by it, I'm just going to take it.
Yeah,
and
you just lift up that
lift
presser
up your foot and zip it back,
Yeah.
and then you keep going. So
Yeah, people are really afraid of zippers, and I think it's because of that needle breaking issue. Because it's not that the zipper's scary, it's that we've all had those instances where your needle has hit the wrong way
right.
and it breaks. And
Yeah.
But on these polyester zippers, they really
Yeah, they're
they
much
really-
easier.
yeah.
Okay, so you've done this, you've sewn that on, and now what?
Now
Oh my goodness.
there
That's
it is.
Done.
Done.
That's it.
Okay, and you can go,
Holy
if you
cow.
want to, you can go back and top stitch over this, but you don't have to actually.
Okay.
And then this will just get sewn in your side seams, and it will
Right.
hold that flange piece down.
Oh
and you can
my goodness.
We all know you can either sew it with your right sides together,
Yeah.
and if you do that, you're just going to turn it inside out.
Sure.
Or if you sew with your wrong sides together, you can add your
Binding.
binding. And
Uh-huh.
so there's two
Wow.
options there.
Oh my
Gosh,
goodness.
that's a great discover, Cheri,
It
and
really
I love
is.
it.
I love this. And I love the fact, again, that you have a technique sheet for all of us so that you can remember
there it is. There's a
exactly
kind of a
how
picture
it's
of it, yeah.
done. So how to sew a hidden zipper on a pillow back. Make sure and download it. It's a free download for everyone, and you'll find it on our website.
Under Three Things Live, as seen on
Yes.
Three Things
Oh
Live.
my goodness, I love that. You know what? I'm going to have to remember it. I've done the the hidden zipper before, but I've never really done it with the flange, and I love that method.
I know. I've always done it where you just make this a little bit longer and just,
Exactly.
you know, top stitch and pull it. I love this.
Yeah, that's really, really cute. Okay, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, what do you guys think at home? Is this something that you've tried before and maybe had success, or maybe you didn't have success? What was the thing that hung you up? We'd love to hear in the comments, and we'll definitely go back and help answer any of those questions.
Don't be afraid of zippers.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness.
There's so
okay.
many kinds out there.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Cheri. Great discovery for sure. Gail said that is great. She's excited to do this.
Yeah.
So definitely. So this is going to be the perfect way to finish your back of your new
Grab
pillow.
that new pillow
That
because we
pillow.
also
Look at
have
it.
kits and
Oh
we
my
have
goodness.
the
I love
downloadable
this.
pattern. This pattern is not in the club.
Okay, it is so cute, and I love it. It looks like you just use clear blue tiles.
Just
to
clear blue
quilt
tile
it.
that, yep.
So, wow, amazing. All right, guys. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed today's show. We hope you've learned something new. Before we leave, we want to give you a few reminders of some things coming up. First off, Cheri is teaching a serger class coming up soon.
And it is the
Cheri,
cutest project.
she is the most kindest, like just
Patient.
soft-spoken, patient teacher there is. And so, Cheri, tell us what you're doing.
We are doing the ruffled serger bag, and it is a great class with your serger. You do need to know some of the basics because I'm not going to be right next to you to tell you how to change them. And so when you actually, if you purchase this, you get a page, I don't know what it is, but it has all the links to some of the videos that we've done.
Oh,
that's
great.
great.
It's kind of like
So you have to do a little bit of homework if you are.
Yes, you have to know how to change your own machine.
Okay.
We will be able to address a few questions during class, but probably not many because we're not there next to you with your machine.
Right.
And if we're like, I don't know what's going wrong.
So you're telling us that they're going to have a much better experience if they
Yes.
will do a little preparation beforehand, watch the videos that you have put together that are so well done, and be able to know some of those things before coming to class.
Yep.
Okay.
They will.
Good idea. All
And there
right.
are a couple of little feet that you may want. If you don't, it's okay. You could either do a different stitch on your serger or do it on your domestic.
Cheri, does it have to be a baby lock serger?
It does not have to be a baby lock
Okay.
serger. So,
All right.
And there's no, so we did the quilting with a chain stitch, but that's one where you could do it on your domestic instead.
Okay.
So
Perfect. All right. How do they sign up?
they sign up on the website.
Okay.
It is listed there, and we will have some kits.
Okay.
So,
and it's coming up really soon.
Yeah, it's on the
February
20th.
right? Okay.
February 20th.
Fantastic. I love that. Also,
And
we
it
wanted.
is, Nana asked, is it the one from Tug? Yes, that is the same bag from Tug. But
Okay.
you're going to be all on your own.
There you go.
So
There you go. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Are the three of us ready for this?
I don't know.
We've got Jackie joining us on Wednesday because we have the Ask Us Anything. And we're talking anything. You can talk, you know, you can ask us about our deepest, darkest secrets if you want. We might not tell you, but you can ask us anything. So just comment on Friends of My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop page with the hashtag MGQS questions. We're taking a few of your questions, and we are going to do Wednesday's show all around it. So we're just kind of waiting to see what questions you have coming in. We've got a few already, and we'll try to get as many questions as possible answered on Wednesday's show. I'm so excited.
you're excited? Not a little bit scared?
Nah, we're gonna have a fun time because
Our friends are good.
if I don't know, you'll certainly know, or you'll know, like, right? I mean,
Sure.
yeah,
Yes.
we'll figure it out. We'll wing it.
Where there's a
It's
will,
fine.
there's a way.
Yes,
Do
exactly.
I need to bring my hot glue gun and my Diet Coke?
You might
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. All right. And then finally, we want to remind you we have a few spots left for galas in June. Come to Logan in June. We have 2 different sessions.
I don't
coming
think
up.
we've mentioned that galas in June is our first galas.
No, it's
It's the second.
second. We have one in May.
Oh, one in May.
We have one in
Okay.
May.
All
But
right.
it's back to back.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, I really want to make the most out of it. Come to
Excited for
both
two.
weeks.
Yes.
Why not? Why not? Exactly. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
Very excited. Cheri and her crew have done a phenomenal job of putting a really great thing together for all of you. So I hope that you'll join us, no matter where you're coming from. We have friends from all over the country who come to galas.
And if you're afraid, you're like, I've never done this,
Yeah.
and I don't know anyone.
Yep.
It only takes you a few seconds.
Yep.
It does.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Thank you so much with us today. It's been a lot of fun. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see some of you here in about an hour for Passport Series, so don't forget that. That's on a Zoom coming up real soon, so I'll see you then. And if I don't see you then, of course, I hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.